Hey, it's Dorris here, and I have a really cool story to share with you. Just a little bit of prelude. I apologize for speaking so fast because I'm going to get a 2-hour story into a less than 10-minute video because I want to put this up on YouTube. I'm recording this actually with the intention of sharing it on Deuce Latui's Facebook page, the TBOLITNFL thing. But in order for me to it's also going to be on YouTube. So if you happen to be getting this, stumbling upon this video from anywhere other than the TBOLITNFL sites, then go Google that and read the Deuce Latui story, because then this will make a lot more sense. It'll still make sense, but it'll just make a lot more sense, and it's powerful and it's going to change your life if you do. So do that. Now, I'm on the phone the other day. You know, there was this amazing event, right, a couple Saturdays ago up in Salt Lake City, Utah, as a result of Deuce Latui's decision to be TBOLITNFL, and all these miracles that have ensued since then, one of which was that Julie Blake, who lives in Salt Lake City, decided, having heard about it, that she's going to put on this event. She's going to have Steve Hardison, right, my coach, come up, who's Deuce's coach, and deliver the message about the story, because it's so inspirational, so powerful, and so important. She commits to making that happen. There's a million miracles that I could describe but don't have time to, that is within that part of the story, and the miracle that she pulled off that required a series of miracles. So anyway, the Wednesday before that event happened, I'm sitting here, I'm on the phone with the love of my life, Vanya, and who lives in New York City. I live here in Arizona. So it's not unusual for us to have these marathon, hours-long phone calls. So we're about 2 hours into one of them, and the call drops, which is not unusual. I know it's her phone that dropped the call because I have total reception. So I just set the phone down for a second, waiting for her to call back when she gets reception back. And 10, 15 seconds later, the phone rings. I'm assuming it's her, but it's not. It's Steve Hardison calling me at 9 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. And I go, well, when have I ever gotten at 9 o'clock? What the hell is he? What's up? So I answer the phone and I say, what's up, Captain? Because I call him Captain. He calls me Boatness. That's another story, which is an amazing story, but that's for another time. He goes, Boatness! And he says, Chris, are you willing to participate in the creation of a miracle with me? I'm like, oh, God. It's like, Hardison, you're so over the top. Yeah. Who are you? Of course I am. I name my email bulletin Miraculous Life. What, bring it. And he says, all right, well then you call tomorrow morning. You call the woman who's organizing this event on Saturday. Julie Blake is her name. I said, I didn't know her. I know who she is. I already talked to her today. You know, we talked about it. And I said, I don't care. He says, I don't care if you just hung up 2 seconds ago, whether you call her tomorrow morning. I'll go, whoa. You call her tomorrow morning at 8:01 and you ask her, Chris, and don't tell her that I asked you to do this, but you ask her, what can I do to help? And whatever she says, you do. Anything. If she asks you to bring 15 Harley Davidsons to donate, then do it. And if you do, I promise you that you will experience, and this is how it talks, I promise you that you will experience miracles both in your personal and your professional life. Chris, are you willing to commit to that? So I'm like, whoa! I said, yeah, I am. He goes, good, thank you. I love you, and pray that she asks for something. You just pray to God she asks for something huge. Good night, bye, click. And I hang up the phone and I go, what the hell have I just done? And I think, well, actually what I just did is pretty cool. This is cool. This is exciting. I love this stuff. I live for this. So now I call back Vanya, and because she had called when Steve was on the phone, and she says, what happened? The weirdest thing just happened. I just got a really trippy call, and it was from Coach, from Steve. She knows who he is. And I told her what happened, and she's like, yeah, that is pretty bizarre. Wow, well, can't wait to see what happens there. So anyway, next day, you know, I call early in the morning because I have an early appointment, so I call early, and I think I even woke Julie up, and I said, Julia, it's Chris Dorris calling. I just wanted to ask you a question. What do you need? Can I help you in any way for the event? And of course, whatever she says, I'm saying yes to, because that's what I agreed to. So I can't wait to hear. Is she going to ask me for Harleys? Was there something Steve knew about that I didn't know about? That they were giving Harleys away? So she says, well, can you pay for the venue? I said, yes. And she says, can you come to the event? It'd be great to have you there. And I said, yeah. And she goes, all right, thanks. And that's it. I thought, well, that's cool. All right, I don't have to get Harleys. So I hang up, and that's the deal. Now I gotta go figure out, I actually didn't have the cash on hand to pay for the event, so I gotta overnight her a check. But I don't have the money, so I gotta go get it. So I just decided to go, where am I gonna go get it? And I ponder on that for about an hour, and then I realized, well, there's a client of mine that was supposed to start a week ago, and was supposed to have sent the check already. She postponed for a week, and I didn't get the check yet. So I just called her up and said, hey, I need that check today, and I'll come pick it up. Can you write it? Absolutely, yeah. So she lives on the other side of the valley, and I go to get the check, and I bought my plane ticket to Salt Lake City for Saturday morning, and so we're all set. So now I'm pretty pumped. I'm thinking about how else though. Besides just paying for the venue, I ended up actually only paying for half the venue, I think, because somebody else ended up contributing as well. But what's something that I could do, not just be there physically, but what's a contribution that's like a Chris Dorris stamp, like what's something that anybody else couldn't do, right? I want to make a contribution that's only I could make to this event, and so I'm thinking, well, I can't get 500. They're expecting 500 people there. I can't get 500 copies of my book printed in time for this. So what could I do? What could I do? And I'm racking my brain for another hour, and I think, well, I know exactly. I know what well, I don't know if I could do it, but maybe. I had my audio program just finished. It's been delivered. It was just like that day, delivered to the company that's going to create the actual product, package it, and all that stuff. So they got to replicate the CDs. So I think, well, maybe I can just donate one, copy, 500 copies of one of the 5 CDs. So I thought, well, I don't know what's involved in that. Let's just give it a shot. So I call up early morning, Friday morning, first thing. I'm leaving tomorrow. So I say, I asked Karen Bruno, who's the owner of the company, Amazon Audio, and I said, how are you, Karen? And she says, I've never been busier. And I think, oh boy, problem. So then I said, well, I have an unusual request to make of you. And she says, bring it. And I said, I need 500 copies of disc 1 by this afternoon, and I can come pick them up. Can you do it? And she goes, absolutely. I thought, wow, really? Well, that's cool. She goes, you don't even have to pick it up. I'll have it carried to your house. Well, that's perfect, because I actually have a friend's wedding that night, and I was going to have to really juggle a bunch of stuff to get all these things done. But she just saved me all that. And she said, yeah, your timing is remarkable, because if you had asked me yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to do it because there's no room. And if you asked me tomorrow, then I wouldn't have been able to do it. Today is the only window when it could happen. So yeah, no worries. I'll have a box delivered to your house in the next several hours. I thought, how perfect. So now I got that. So the afternoon, I think it was Thursday afternoon, the day before, I'm driving back. I go to pick up that check I mentioned, right? So I'm driving back because I'm going to deposit it and then overnight a check to Julie for the event. And I'm driving back, and my girl Vanya calls me, and she says, because we hadn't talked, she's like, so what did she ask for? And I said, oh, well, I'm going to Salt Lake. You are? Yeah, I'm going to the deal. Really? You're going to it? Yeah. Because before I thought, what do I need to go for? I had declined an invitation that she sent via email and a phone call. She said, could you come? And I just said, no, I'm not going to go, but I wish you well. And, what am I going to go for? Because I already saw the story. I already heard the whole deal. I went to see Steve deliver the story at a restaurant in Tempe here in Arizona. And I'm like, I already know it. So what would I go to Salt Lake City for? So Vanya's surprised. She's like, you're going? I said, yeah, I'm going. And what else did she ask? She asked me to pay for the venue. What? Yeah, she asked me to pay for the venue.